Death, dying, and bereavement. Death is a universal and inevitable part of the human experience. Every living being faces the reality of mortality, and for humans, this reality comes with complex emotional, psychological, social, and cultural dimensions. Understanding death, the process of dying, and the experience of bereavement is essential for coping with loss, supporting others, and navigating the profound changes that accompany the end of life. While death is often viewed with fear or sadness, learning about its psychological and social aspects can help individuals prepare emotionally, accept the natural course of life, and develop strategies to manage grief and loss effectively. Dying is the process leading to death, and it can vary greatly depending on the individual, health conditions, and circumstances. Medical advancements have extended life expectancy, allowing people to live longer, but they also complicate the dying process. Terminal illnesses, chronic conditions, and sudden events such as accidents or heart attacks can lead to death, each presenting unique emotional and psychological challenges. The process of dying often involves physical changes, including loss of appetite, decreased mobility, fatigue, and changes in consciousness. Emotional experiences during this stage can include fear, sadness, anger, guilt, and acceptance. Supportive care, both medical and emotional, can help ease suffering, maintain dignity, and provide comfort for the dying individual and their loved ones. Psychological theories about dying have sought to explain how individuals cope with the knowledge of their own mortality. One well-known framework is Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's model, which identifies 5 stages of dying: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Denial often serves as a temporary defense mechanism, helping individuals process the reality of death gradually. Anger may arise due to feelings of helplessness, injustice, or frustration about life's limitations. Bargaining involves attempts to negotiate or make deals, often with a higher power or through promises to change behavior, in hopes of extending life or alleviating suffering. Depression reflects deep sorrow, loss, and grief over impending death. Acceptance occurs when individuals come to terms with mortality, finding peace and resolution. It is important to note that these stages are not always linear or universal. People may experience them in different orders or revisit stages multiple times. Bereavement refers to the period of grief and adjustment following the death of a loved one. Grief is a complex emotional response that can include sadness, anger, guilt, loneliness, and relief, depending on the circumstances of the death and the relationship with the deceased. Bereavement affects psychological, social, and physical functioning, influencing sleep, appetite, concentration, and overall health. Social support, including family, friends, and community networks, plays a critical role in coping with bereavement. Rituals, such as funerals, memorial services, and cultural ceremonies, provide opportunities for expression, remembrance, and connection, helping individuals process loss and begin healing. Grieving is a highly individual experience, and people cope with loss in diverse ways. Some may express emotions openly, cry, or talk about the deceased, while others may internalize feelings or engage in activities to distract themselves. Cultural beliefs, religious practices, personality traits, and prior experiences with loss shape the grieving process. In some cases, prolonged or complicated grief may occur, where individuals struggle to adapt, experience persistent sadness, or face difficulty resuming daily life. Professional support from counselors, psychologists, or support groups can help individuals navigate complicated bereavement and develop coping strategies. Death and bereavement are not only personal experiences but also social phenomena. Societies and cultures have developed diverse beliefs, practices, and rituals surrounding death to help people understand, accept, and honor life's end. These practices often reflect values, spiritual beliefs, and communal support systems. For instance, some cultures emphasize celebration of life and remembrance, while others focus on mourning and solemn rituals. Understanding these cultural dimensions can foster empathy, respect, and effective support for individuals experiencing loss. Coping with death and bereavement involves several strategies. Open communication about feelings, seeking support from loved ones, maintaining routines, and engaging in meaningful activities can help individuals manage grief. Reflection, journaling, or spiritual practices may provide comfort and understanding. Additionally, preparing for death through advanced directives, discussing end-of-life wishes, and engaging in legacy projects can reduce anxiety, increase control, and facilitate emotional closure. Supporting others who are dying or grieving requires empathy, patience, and attentive listening, acknowledging their pain without judgment or pressure to move on quickly. It is important to recognize that death, while inevitable, can also inspire meaningful reflection and appreciation for life. Awareness of mortality can enhance emotional connections, promote prioritization of values, and encourage acts of kindness, gratitude, and reconciliation. Conversations about death and dying, though often uncomfortable, help individuals and families prepare emotionally and practically, fostering resilience and acceptance. Life, death, and bereavement are interconnected processes, each offering opportunities for growth, understanding, and emotional depth. In conclusion, death, dying, and bereavement are central aspects of the human experience that shape emotions, relationships, and personal meaning throughout life. The process of dying involves physical, emotional, and psychological changes, while bereavement encompasses grief and adjustment following loss. Emotional responses vary widely and are influenced by culture, personality, prior experiences, and social support. Awareness, preparation, empathy, and coping strategies can help individuals manage these experiences with dignity and resilience. Understanding death and grief not only supports personal and social well-being but also encourages reflection on life, relationships, and the legacy one leaves behind. Approaching death with acceptance and support allows individuals to navigate loss, maintain connections, and find peace in the natural cycle of life. If you found this explanation helpful and informative, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more educational content.